Welcome to today's edition of Sugosha's Aerospace and Defense News. I'm your host Shanti Kuber, bringing you the latest aerospace and defense highlights for today. The headlines: DRDO to start testing fuel cell based AIP for submarines early 2024. Air Force Day parade and flypast to be held at Prayagraj, Uttar Pradesh. Indian Navy ships Kolkata and Shivalik head to Australia to take part in joint coordination drills. Isro successfully completes key Gaganyaan test. India's plan for sea-based radar for ballistic missile defense. The news in detail. DRDO will commence the underwater trials of its fuel cell-based air-independent propulsion system early next year. AIP is a technology that enhances the submarine's submerged endurance capability significantly. DRDO has already done the shore-based prototype testing in 2021. The homegrown AIP system will be fitted in three Scorpene submarines that India will procure from France. As per sources, the first submarine would join the Indian Navy by 2030-31 if the contract is signed at the end of this year. By then, the DRDO would start delivering AIP for the new submarines and other Scorpene submarines that have already been in service. In January this year, DRDO's Naval Materials Research Laboratory and Naval Group France signed an agreement wherein the French major will help and validate the integration of indigenous AIP in the Calvary class submarines. Internationally, there are different types of AIP systems, but the fuel cell based AIP is considered to be unique as the hydrogen is generated on board. It will obviate the need for carrying hydrogen on board, which is a major safety concern for a submarine. Indian Air Force will be celebrating its 91st anniversary on 8th October 23. Keeping with the new tradition of hosting the Air Force Day celebrations in different parts of the country, this year's Air Force Day parade and air display will be held in Prayagraj. The ceremonial parade would be conducted at Air Force Station Bamrauli, and the air display would be conducted over the Sangam area in the vicinity of the Ordnance Depot Fort in Prayagraj. The Air Force Day celebrations will actually commence more than a week before this with an air display near Bhojtal Lake at Bhopal on 30th of September 23. Indian Navy destroyer INS Kolkata and frigate INS Shivalik, along with Boeing's P-8I Poseidon maritime patrol aircraft, head towards Sydney in Australia to take part in Malabar joint exercises. The Malabar exercises are joint drills of the Quad nations comprising India, US, Japan, and Australia, where the navies engage in complex naval maneuvers to increase jointness and cooperation between the four nations. The exercise will commence from 11th of August and continue till 22nd of August. ISRO has successfully completed the Service Module Propulsion System test for Gaganyaan at its propulsion complex at Mahendragiri. This test involves 5 liquid apogee motor engines with a thrust of 440 newtons and 16 reaction control systems thrusters with a thrust of 100 newtons. The service module of Gaganyaan is a regulated bipropellant-based propulsion system that caters to the requirements of the orbital module, performing orbit injection, circularization, on-orbit control, deboost maneuvering, and SM-based abort during the ascent phase. The hot test of the system demonstration model emulated the fluid circuit of the service module propulsion system, encompassing the propellant tank feed system, helium pressurization system, flight qualified thrusters, and control components. ISRO has scheduled 5 additional tests to demonstrate both nominal and off-nominal mission scenarios. The project envisages demonstration of human space flight capability by launching crew of 3 members to an orbit of 400 kilometers for a 3-day mission and bring them back safely to Earth by landing in Indian sea waters. India is venturing into a floating sea-based radar system as part of its BMD program. This project intends to establish a radar system that can detect and track ballistic missiles, differentiate between warheads and decoys, update ground based interceptors in real time, and evaluate the effectiveness of missile intercept attempts. The sea-based radar system will serve as a vital component of India's BMD architecture, complementing existing land-based installations. By integrating these platforms, India aims to establish a comprehensive and robust missile defense shield to protect its territory from potential threats. That's all the news for today. Thank you and have a great day.